So Adam and I were out walking the property the other night, and I noticed this. I wanted to share it with you all. This is why protecting your trees, your shrubs, all that stuff is really important this time of year. Not only from the browse level, from rodents, rabbits, and deer, but it's also November in Eastern New York. And so it's rut season for whitetails, and this is what happens. So you can see there's a pretty good rub mark here. Goes right down, taking the bark right off. And you can see scratch marks. This is very fresh. Most likely this, and this is one of our good friends, the staghorn sumac above my head here, probably won't die. But if you had a sapling, not an established tree like this, a shrub, you could see some impacts from that. It could potentially die. And so putting in some protection allows that to make sure that doesn't happen during a critical time of growth, those first like 3 to 5 years. And there's one more protector that's a little more robust. I'll share that with you too. So I'm walking through a restoration project right adjacent to our house. And you can see here all the tree tubes. This one is a quaking aspen that was tubed 3 or 4 years ago now. This is a 4-foot Tubex is the brand, combi tube they call it. You can see at the top, the edge of it actually flanges out so it doesn't dig into the bark of the tree. It has these perforations here so that there's airflow through so you don't get mold or mildew or anything impacting the tree. And then the 4-foot height's really great. So that means that the deer, it's above the deer browse line. And I mean, you can see all the tubes behind me. There are about 150 trees planted here. You can see them down here too. And I will, by our local land trust, Mohawk Hudson Land Conservancy, I will shout them out here. And the combi tubes were done through a New York program called Trees for Tributaries, planting trees next to streams. And so, hard to see the stream behind me, but there it is. And so these are great for deer protection in particular. There are a couple nuances with the tube to make sure that you're not inviting other critters, and we can talk about that in just a second. So this is the base of one of those Tubex combi tubes. And one of the big things with installation, and I can put a link to how to install these as well